Hey, what's going on? Welcome to episode 17 of the Stevenage career mode here on FIFA 21. It is finally time to start season 2. I mean, technically season 3, but we're just going to call it season 2 because this is the second season where we're actually playing games. This is one of my favorite episodes to do. I love bringing in new players. I love getting rid of new players, redoing like attributes, accessories, numbers, hairstyles, positions. I love just changing things around and getting things started for a brand new season. And one of my favorite things also to start a new year is the new players that the game will generate. And there are some good ones, whether they're in free agency or on actual teams. We are going to add to this team here in the preseason. Thank you guys for also checking out all of season 1. I do appreciate you guys. This has been a lot of fun, really. I know we get a nice little modest amount of views on here, 15 to 20, 25 views per video. Totally fine with that, and I'm having a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys seem to be enjoying it too. Big thing we got this new season, we got new uniforms. I spent quite a bit of time yesterday, or the day before, I guess by the time you see this, whipping up new uniforms. Let me turn my damn phone off. Whipping up new uniforms. We got new home kit, new away kit, and new goalkeeper kits. Really looking forward to checking those out and seeing those live in action. I'm going to update the kits every single season, and we're also going to have alternates that I'm going to put in for cup games too. So look forward to seeing those later down the line. Hopefully we do a little bit better in cup games this season. Last year we lost every single cup game we played in. We lost the first one of every single cup. So hoping for a little bit more this year. But yeah, I got a lot to talk about today. We got upgrades, we got releases, we got transfers, and then all the squad numbers have been updated. Boom. Not everybody has changed numbers, but a lot of guys have gone from, big numbers, numbers like 30, 40, 50 plus, down to numbers in the teens or single digit numbers too. We actually have some open single digit numbers on the team. And there was one particular player that I didn't know if we should change his number. And that is our boy Jesus. He wears the number 44 right now. We could put him at pretty much any number we want. Except for maybe like 10 and 7. I feel like those two are locked down by Prince and Corzo. But Jesus wears number 44. Please let me know down in the comments if you think we should change that number. I'm leaving it at 44 unless you guys think otherwise. I kind of think the 44 is kind of dope, but I also thought maybe he wouldn't look bad if we gave him a single digit number or maybe a number in the teens. We'll see. I did update a bunch of other numbers though, and I upgraded also a bunch of players overalls. Like I said, a bunch of guys went up either between 1 to 3 overall, and only the guys that I thought performed well last season. This is all going to be one take, by the way, just doing this all. I also got the guys that we transferred away on our short list, so we can keep track of any players that are not on the team, just in case maybe they turn into something decent later down the line. We want to purchase them back, and we want to see if we can give them a second chance with the team. We got guys released. We released Daniels, the center back, Montero, the midfielder, Haber, the midfielder, Coleman, the winger, Boateng, the midfielder, and Kale, the right winger. That Kale was really the only guy I actually used more than a handful of times this past season, and it was really only when Noah Prince was injured, so just like the first month or two of the season. I wanted to keep him, but there was just no place for him. We've got higher overall players that I need to give more game time anyway. And yeah. We also have a scouting report to look at. One last scouting report left over from last season's scouts. And we got to send the scouts out again. And I got to show you guys the new regens. And there's so much to do here in this first episode. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm going to stop rambling. Let me show you something actually of note. So we did get a little increase in our transfer budget here. Pretty much doubled. We're up to 6.8 mil, 6.9 mil pretty much in transfer budget. So that's pretty dope. We have our last scouting report from the 3 countries we went to previously, Mongolia, Philippines, and Ireland. So we're going to take a look at those real fast. Only one player here, Kal Goralas, coming in from Mongolia. So that'll conclude our last Mongolian scouting report. Nothing to write home about here from the Philippines, and nothing from Finland here. So we're going to send these scouts out once again. I don't know if we're going to send our scouts out after the end of this season. Like come season 3, it might not be worth our time to do so, because I know there's going to be a ass ton of regens in the game by that point. and it might take a little too long for guys to start at, like 50 something overall and make their way into like the first team. I think it might take a little too long by the time we get to next season, and we're probably gonna have a pretty well-rounded team. So this year, every single month, I want to send out the scouts to 3 new countries. This first month, thankfully to y'all in the comments and y'all in the Discord, we are going to send our scouts out to Australia, Poland, and Colombia. All right, scouts are on their way out here to Poland, Australia, and Colombia. If you guys want to see a particular country scouted this upcoming season here, let me know in the comments of these videos. I'm going to do them once every single in-game month. And again, this is going to be the last season that we're going to be sending scouts out, most likely. I might change that next season. And if I don't, then we'll still do this new countries every single scouting report. So if you have any countries you want me to go to, let me know. And it doesn't matter if they're big or small. Here on the PC version of the game, we can pretty much send our scouts to anywhere. So let me know down below, please. Let us take a look now at our objectives for the season. Starting with youth development, which is a high priority. This is the highest priority thing here, and they give us no objectives. Okay. Brand exposure, get 3 away wins in a row on the road. We did that last year, no big deal. Continental success, no big deal. Domestic success, gain automatic promotion. I assume for League 1 here, it is still top 3 automatically get promoted, and then spots 4 through 7 go into a playoff to get that 4th spot. So they want us to go from finishing mid-table last year was their goal to now automatic promotion in our first League 1 season. Priority is low, but I like our chances. So, okay, doable. And then the FA Cup reached the round of 32, which I think last year they told us to reach the round of 16. And I don't think we won any cup games, but we completed the objective. So I feel like that's going to be pretty damn easy. And then financial, sell 2 players and sign 2 important players to replace them. Finish the season without any unspent transfer budget. I have a feeling we're going to finish the season with positive transfer budget anyway, because we normally do. We're usually sellers rather than buyers in most cases, but the beginning of the season when we do all of our business when it comes to bringing players in. So let me show you guys some brand new regens that are out there for us to yoink. There's a couple guys that have my eye that are really good looking, and some guys that have my eye because of their beautiful, beautiful names. So we're taking a look at the transfer hub here, and I do want to note before we get into this that I am going to go over the transfer hub every single season. And in this particular case here, the guys from last season's transfer hub are still here. So some of these names you might recognize, but I'm still going to quickly go through all of them. We have Marko Juranovic from Croatia, Zelimkan Semenov from Russia, goalkeeper. We have another Croatian goalkeeper here, Dario Sarlia, definitely pronouncing that wrong. We got Jan Kanga, Ivan Kasale, Alex Sanchez Ayala. There's an I in there. There's an I in that first name. I also went through and changed some of the Spanish and Brazilian guys' names, so they're just known by their first names. Same with our boy Diogo Jesus is now going to be known as just Jesus for the sake of being easy, and it's a cool ass name. So you'll see some guys with just either 1 or 2 names and no last name on display, like our boy here, Jose Angel. I think that's how that's pronounced. We got Davy Nihus, Marcus Hamada, Yon Tadibo, Zivko Mitrovic, Joshua Gormley, former player. I also added all of our former players to the transfer hub. Bruno Dijkman. Both of these guys are on Salford City, which I think is kind of neat. We got Reese Bohr, Jay Reynolds, Franco Assis, Callum Bellingham, which I think is a fantastic last name and first name. We've got Bodvarsson squared. We got Indiana Hawkins, striker for LA Galaxy. We had Bo Chang last year, and this year we now have Bo who? We got a guy with a helmet. Only person I've come across with a helmet. Dennis Achim. We got our boy Kale, who I just released. Vincent Cortez, who we just sold. Brett Haber just released. We got Takehiro Kushabiki from Japan. Kieran. I think that's Kieran, that first name. It's The C is throwing me off. Kieran Dunwoody. Love that last name. We have Odysseus Froling. Douglas Linares. And the reason why this guy is on the board is because he is identical to Corzo. I'll show you. I'll put a pic of Corzo here so you can do a side by side. But this guy looks pretty damn close to Corzo, to the point where it's like, what the hell is going on here? I kind of want to sign him up and maybe like change the guy's last name to Corzo and change his nationality to Peru to match Corzo, and then we'd have a set of twins. Like we've had guys that I'd say are brothers in the past, but I don't think we've ever had guys that look so damn similar that they could be potentially identical twins. So this guy might be coming just for the memes. We got Ron Thorben Engelhard, Philippe Nürnberger, Bruce Borrowbridge. Love that. Australian as well. So if we don't get anybody from Australia, that guy would, from the youth academy, that would be a good Australian player to bring in based on that name. We got Ed Chukwumeka. We got Jack Russell, Aldo Matumbo, Edison Zeta, Arroya Honda. Love that last name. Christoph Grill. He's 6'7". Another Croatian goalkeeper with the same last name. This one is just named Ivan, and he's got a helmet. So I lied earlier. I said that there was one guy with a helmet. That's the second guy with a helmet. Ben Bolton from last year. Buhena was from last year. Pedro Marcio was from last year. Let me get past the guys that I recognize for sure were on the report last year. All right, so we got past the guys that were on the transfer hub from last year and the guys that were former players like Yang, Fisher, Jansen, Muller, Kovalenko. Moving on here, we have Juan Carlos Solano. Love that name. And he also looks pretty damn decent. You know, decently quick, decent physically. It looks solid. We have Tarek Ruiz Atil. Weibo Zhang, who has the second win trait, which for those that don't know what the second win trait is, it gives you a boost of energy in like the final 30 minutes, I think, of the game, or the final 20 minutes or something. We've got Peter Talkhammer. It honestly wouldn't be a FIFA career mode without a regen named Pablo Escobar. We have Jean Perrault, Thiago Henrique, Pedro Marcios Macias, who I think is the highest rated player in. I mean, he might be the highest rated regen, I think, in the entire game right now. And he plays center back too, 6'1", right footed. If we go after this guy, this is our new right back, because I thought right back was our weakest position this past season with Alcala playing that spot. If we sign this guy up, that's where he's going. That's Pedro Marcio Macias. Then we got Lucas, who also is a right back. Not a bad option there. We have João Paulo from Portugal over in Chicago. He's playing for Chicago Fire in the MLS. We have Steven Badish. We have Jan. Facundo Bustamante. Cesar Justo Roman. And then we have this. If we sign this guy up, which I kind of want to just for the name, I will do my best to learn how to pronounce that. I know I stumble through damn near every single regen we come across. If we actually sign this guy up, I will do my best to actually go and try to learn how to pronounce that. Those are the regens. I will highlight the ones that we actually go after. And I'll also highlight any players going out, because our boy Corzo, who is currently up to a 74 overall, could be a pretty intriguing player for other teams to yoink. So let's keep it moving. All right, we're doing our first deal here. Callum Bellingham is going to be swapped from Oxford United in exchange for Curtis Reese, left midfielder, 62 overall. Reese didn't have a future with us. Bellingham probably going to get more playing time than old Curtis Reese. So that deal is being donezo right as we speak here. All right, we have made 3 purchases, and here is a little peek at our new goalkeeper uniforms this season. I do see right above my head here, I'll crouch down just a little bit. The swoosh on the shorts right above my noggin here is overlapping the number. I don't really care that much to change it because we're not going to really notice it that much, but I guess now that I've said something, you're going to notice it too much. Well, I don't care enough to change it. So here's the new goalkeeper uniforms. They were bright green last year. Now they're going with the nice pink. And if you're wondering what our new home tops look like, well, let me have our newest member, demonstrate them here. These are the new home uniforms. Our new sponsor is Budweiser. We go from Burger King to Budweiser because why the hell not? I really like how these turned out. If I'm being perfectly honest, I wanted to go with the red shorts, but I didn't really know how to change the kit numbers because those are a completely separate thing than the actual kits. But yeah, those are the new home uniforms. I'll show you guys the away ones in a little bit. But first signing here, Pedro Macias. Welcome to the team. 75 overall, showing great potential. Goodness gracious. We're actually going to keep this guy at center back. He's 6'1", which is solid. Obviously good physicals. Decent technical ability here. Really like that heading accuracy, by the way. What is his jumping rating? 87 jumping. He can go and get it. We're going to keep him at the center back spot. The center back pairing is going to be him and Wolf, just so you guys know. And then we also signed a right back because I thought I was going to put Macias at right back. Not the case. We signed up Lucas from free agency here. 69 overall, 6 feet tall, decently quick, solid physicals there, and a little bit more raw defensively than Macias, but he can do a little bit more offensively. Obviously, he's a right winger, so he's not going to be, great at tackling or anything like that, but he's going to be able to move the ball a little bit, pass it, cross it, get forward, that sort of thing. And then let me show you the third and final signing thus far. And I do want to note, too, if you guys saw some players there in the transfer hub a minute ago that you think I should sign, let me know. If you got some recommendations, holler at me. Thank you very much. Here's our last signee, Callum Bellingham. Big fan of that name. Wearing the number 33, 4-star, attacking work high attacking work rate. And yeah, I'm looking forward to giving this kid a go. He's going to get some preseason action under his belt too, and we've got preseason coming up now. So let's just get into it. We have to face Portsmouth, Colchester, and Tranmere Rovers. So actually decent competition, and that should actually be a good segue into the start of the season here. Let me show you the calendar real fast. Start of the season is the end of this month. I will show you guys this game here, but I will not show you really any preseason stuff unless we get like something crazy to happen. I'm actually going to play these games, so I'm going to go get to that, and then we will keep this preseason rolling. All right, so once again, here is the full kit for the home side, and then this is our away uniform. Last year, our away uniform was like a dark blue and yellow. Wanted to stick with the red and black. I really like how this turned out. And again, like I said earlier, I do have some alternate uniforms that we're going to whip up for the separate cup games and stuff. So these aren't the only kits you're going to see from us this season. Alrighty, preseason has come to a close, and you know what? I think I might as well show you guys all of the goals for us, because why would you want to see the other computer score goals? We actually only gave up 2 goals through our preseason games. Let me show you all of those, and then let me talk about some transfers that have happened. So, roll the damn clips. Check out. Back to Jesus. Goal! 1-1. Acosta. Trying to send to the box to Jeji. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful. Hugo de Costa with one of the best crosses I think we've ever had. And Jeji gets himself his first preseason goal, baby. 1-0. Nice goal. Inside to Bellingham. Bellingham shot, and it's a goal. Another assist for Hugo. Callum Bellingham with his first preseason goal, and that's a dandy right there. 2-0. Pale. 3. Easy money, Pale. First touch of the game just came on. Hey, there we go. There's Jesus. There's the goal. It's 1-0. Working it across. Calavat. That's awful. And that's brilliant. And that's a goal. 2-0. Just how we wrote it up. Germani. Georgie Beast. Georgie Beast. There it is. Nice and easy, Georgie. He's back. Got it on that preferred left foot. New haircut. Who dis? He's feeling good. He's feeling fine, baby. 3-0. Adjamani with another good goal. I am thoroughly impressed with Didier Adramani, Hugo da Costa, and Eleftherios Lascaris, the right midfielder. Peace. This is commensive now. Gene commensive to make it 4. There we go. He does something well for us. I keep hitting that same celebration. Atta boy. Jesus. Oh, back to Prince. Yes. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. 2 attacks, 2 goals. Was he onside? Corzo is onside. Easy money, baby. Easy money. There it is. There we go. Prince. There we go. Waiting and waiting and waiting. Filled it in, baby. Whew. Attaboy, Noah. Fail. Oh, Prince, that's easy, baby. That's easy. That is easy. 2 goals. Real quick, like, baby. Bellingham. Bellingham back. All game. That's got to be it right there. That's got to be it right there. Bellingham, Applecamp, straight cash, homie. Whatever. Found Gaddy. But hey, we got ourselves a pre-season tournament W. Well done. So, first game of the preseason, we lost 3-1 to Portsmouth. And then 3-0 against Colchester. 3-0 against Tranmere. 4-0 against Colchester. 3-0 against Doncaster. And then 3-1 here in the final against Portsmouth. We get our revenge. We get our first bit of silverware. Liam Hickey with the captain's armband too. The computer doesn't take into account the fact that in preseason here, your entire substitute bench can be put on the field. So usually about the 60-minute mark, I would bring on 7 fresh players. And I think that's why we seem to have won these games comfortably. I gotta say though, it is an extremely good feeling, nice and choppy there. It is an extremely good feeling seeing every single forward get a goal. Beast, Prince, who are wingers, Jeji, Applecamp, Bellingham, Jesus, and Corzo. And Comensive. And Yarcel Comensive, who's easily the worst out of the 8. Hell yeah, baby. Look at that. Put that on a frame. Preseason champs, not bad, right? Not what I expected, but I'm not mad at it. I do want to show you guys some other transfers we've done. 4 guys have left the club on transfers, 2 guys on loan, and we've brought in 2 guys too. Benedict Wagner is on his way to Shenzhen Kesa. I have no clue if I'm pronouncing that right. He's out of here. Flavio Gatti is going to be the second team goalkeeper. He was 4 for 4 last year, 4 appearances, 4 clean sheets. So he's going to get the second team nod. And I'd honestly, Wagner doesn't have like much personality. It's a pretty generic name, I think. I feel like Flavio Gatti is a little bit better. And he's the only Italian player on the team right now. Moshi Mizrachi is on his way to Rayados. That looks like the Monterrey badge. So he might be going down to Mexico for a year-long loan. Good for him. He's going to get plenty of playing time down there. I'm sure he's like a 67 overall right now. So I'd assume he's going to go up probably to like a 70 by the end of the year. Eleftherios Lascaris is on his way to that team for a 2-year loan, which is even better because he is much lower rated. He's a 59, so I'm happy about that. We don't have to worry about him too. Send him over there, let him do his thing. He was pretty solid in preseason too. So was Mizrachi. They both were. Not going to lie, Mizrachi, who I was not impressed with last season, seemed like he put some work in the offseason. He came ready in the couple appearances that he made in the preseason. Moving on here, Alexander Bishop is on his way to that team for $870,000. Bishop just sort of fell out of rotation. Once like Prince came back last season, him and Kale sort of just got knocked out of the rotation because like then we moved Beast to the left wing, which took Kale out of the lineup. And then Prince went to the right wing, which took Bishop out of the lineup. So sort of got lost in the shuffle. Wasn't that great too. Didn't have enough potential to warrant keeping him around. And I was really impressed with Lascaris and Da Costa in the preseason. So that's also a reason why Bishop was on the out. We also have Leon Rutherford, who was on loan, I believe, most of last season, at least half the season. He was on loan last year. He's on his way to some team that's in either China or Japan, I'm going to assume. And we got 680K for him. I think that's a pretty good deal. Finally, the last transfer out. I had to think about this one a little bit, and I don't think this is going to be a bad move in the long run. Serge Jeji is on his way to FC Chambly for 1.1 mil. And we did these 4 sales, including our biggest one so far, which was Jeji at 1.1 mil. Because we brought in 2 players that are going to be able to help right away and that aren't demanding first team action. These are definitely upgrades, these next 2 guys, over what we had previously in their spots. So, Jeji gone, a little bittersweet, but I think it's probably the best for him. And we're going to keep an eye on his growth over the season or over the next couple seasons just to see if he's going to be worth it when it comes to bringing him back. The 2 new players that are brought in, we have Davy Nihus. Davy Nihus? Nahus. Okay, I just had looked it up before I started talking about the transfers, and then I completely forgot it. Davy Nahus. Very nice. Right midfielder. Very well-rounded. Can play in the midfield, but we're going to keep him on that right mid spot. Showing great potential as well. 67 overall. And he only wanted a rotation spot, so we don't have to worry about playing him in too many games. He'll, at best, probably be coming off the bench for the first team, and he'll be starting right mid for the second team, too. DaCosta, who I wanted to start at right mid, actually is totally fine with playing center mid. He's actually a 64 overall as center mid, and Nahus here is a 68 right now if we were to stick him at that right mid spot. So welcome to the team, Davy Nahus. And then we made one more deal here with Inter. If I'm not mistaken, this is the Ibrahimovic regen, Pontus Peterson. Purchased him for 3 mil, if I'm not mistaken. Or no, I think it was 3 mil. And Nahus, I already messed up his name. So both of the guys were purchased for their evaluations. We did not overpay, I don't think. Exciting prospect. Fastest player on the team, too. Bringing a little bit of speed that we don't have in any other striker. He's fast. I think he's at least plus 10 sprint speed over anybody else on the team. So 2 new guys in, 4 guys out on transfers, and 2 on loan here. That's going to conclude the episode. I'm going to make you guys wait for the season start here. We got Blackpool at home. I'm looking forward to this. Here is the first team come the next episode. It's Kokjabinski, Net, Kamensev, Macias, Wolf, and Lucas are your defenders. Midfield of Pale and Kachuk. And then up top, you already know who it is. Beast, Corzo, Jesus, and Prince. We'll see you guys in the next episode. Thank you for supporting the channel here. This little thing we got going on. I appreciate you guys. We'll have a scouting report in the next episode too. Comment down below what countries you want to see me scout. Comment down below who you think is going to score the first goal of the season too. I think it's going to be number 44. Spoiler alert. And I will see you guys very soon. Thank you for watching. See ya.